Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. This is your free daily watch list for Tuesday, February 27th. I put these watch lists out for you guys for free every single day. If they're not on YouTube, they are in the Discord, which is also free. Okay, that link is down in the description below. There is a paid portion, but the majority of it is free. Let's get started. The screen that you see on front of you right now, or in front of you right now, is TradingView. If you've never used TradingView or you are looking to use TradingView, I provided you guys a link in the description below. That link gets you a free 30-day trial and up to $30 off of your subscription if you decide to use their sub services. So make sure you take advantage of that free offer. Let's go through this list. The first one I've got for you guys is Alibaba. Alibaba's got an inside bar. If you're new to me, to this channel, inside bars are what I tell people who are struggling or are new to trading to look at. So inside bars, or one bars, as you can see down here, these candlestick numbers, 1s, 2s, and there's 3s on there as well. This time frame continuity, the yellow inside bars, part of my indicator, that link is in the description below, or it's part of the Griswold Gold membership. When you see these yellow bars, these inside bars that don't break the high or the low of the previous candle, I want you guys to think of this as a spring being squished, compacted, loaded, ready to explode. When you remove that pressure off of the spring, you would expect to get that spring to jump in one direction or the other, just like we did here. Okay, we jumped up and had a really good move. We're looking for the same thing off this inside bar, and you'll see as we go through this how many times that actually happens. The probability is very, very high. So we have full time frame continuity with this trade to the upside if it goes that way, but we're looking for calls if we break 76.57 or puts if we break 75.43, these two yellow lines. If we open here and break to the low side, we're taking that trade. If we open here and break to the upside, we are taking that trade. When we mark our targets out, because targets are important, it's the high of the preceding wicks. Okay, and you guys don't need to just look at these trades on the daily like we're showing here. You can look at trades on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute, on the hourly, on the 4-hour, on the 5-minute. It doesn't matter. These strategies all apply, and you are still marking your targets out as such. Let's go on to AFRM, another inside bar. Okay, so we're looking for the exact same thing. We mark our targets out the exact same way. High of the preceding wick, low of the preceding wick. I'd like to see that a little bit lower down, because sometimes what happens here is we will break this trigger, go in force, we'll hit this target, and we will reverse. Okay? Those targets are there for a reason. Those are the spots where you're supposed to be taking your profit. Okay? That's how that works. Okay? Inside, here's a perfect example off of this inside bar where we opened, we triggered, we hit targets, right? Just the way I showed you how to mark out your targets. We hit targets and we reversed. If you didn't take profit there, you lost out on the trade. Okay? It's this is what I like to call organic trading. Very, very simple. There aren't any, RSI indicators. There's no MACD indicators. We're looking at a very, very simple strategy here. Inside bar again. So again, calls at 1958, puts at 1921. Those pink lines that you see on there represent this inside bar on the weekly. So we are currently on this week. This was last week. If we trigger to the high side, our first target is the weekly trigger to go 2 up on the week. We can look to stay in that trade a little bit longer. Okay. CL inside bar calls at 86.68, puts at 86.10. And if you look, follow this yellow bar across. There's my number, 86.68, 86.10. Targets are marked out for you guys. AMD, double inside bar. So 2 straight days of consolidation. Does not happen very often. Okay, so my indicator also puts these blue highlights on for the double inside bars. We look at the blue highlight here. Triggered, target, target. And then the following day, we continue to move up. So a really, really good trade off of that double inside bar. 2 straight days of consolidation. We're looking for triggers for calls at 179.84, puts at 176.01. Guys, if you have questions, make sure you leave them down below. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell so you get the notifications when I put these videos out for you guys for free. Okay, I'm also on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. We look at BA. So BA is a little different than what we've seen before. We have a 2-up, finished red. We've got nice time frame continuity to the downside. We're looking for puts. Our trigger at 200 even. Our target, 197.15. Again, listen, if you take profit anywhere in here, you did good on the trade. I don't need it to hit the targets. That's just giving me a spot to take profit. If you took it before, congratulations. BAC, another one, 2-up, finish red. We're looking for puts at 33.53. We go to the weekly. Look, guys, we broke to the high side already off of this 3-1 setup. And this is what I mean. Like, we just about nailed target, and then it reversed. Okay, it was that close. Almost to a T. If I put our target there, 34.24 was the target off of that 3-1 setup. It went as high as 34.22. So within 2 pennies, okay, 2 cents hits that target, reverse. Now we are at that 50% marker of the weekly. So if we open here and we trigger to the downside, we are going to go outside bar on this week. We are going to hit 33.17 as a target. So if we trigger down on the daily, it's very, very likely this week we hit 33.17. Come back to this post. Come back to this video at the end of the week. Go check BAC at the end of the week. See if we went outside bar. If we trigger to the downside tomorrow. BIDU, inside bar. So calls at 111.48. Puts at 110.05. eBay, inside bar again. Calls at 44.16. Puts at 43.67. We look at Etsy, 3-1 setup. There's that gold highlight for my 3-1s. Here's the last time we had a 3-1 here, but we went inside bar. The one that worked, 3-1, boom, to the downside. Super rare pattern. Doesn't happen very often. Doesn't work all the time either. All of these setups don't work all the time. Nothing's 100% foolproof. But when we look at probability, this one didn't work. This one did work. Okay, when we look at probability, probability will tell us that the majority of the time these setups are working for us. Okay, this is how rare they are. Another 3-1 didn't work. This 3-1 also went outside bar. Okay, 3-1 to the downside. We triggered, we hit targets. The majority of the time, guys, this stuff does work out. And I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. It doesn't work all the time, but it's high probability setups and consistency with taking the trades. Okay, here's INTC, 2-up, finish red. We're looking for puts. First target, nice time frame continuity down. We're looking for puts, 42.82. Netflix inside bar, triggers, 590.75 and 583.27 on the put side. NVIDIA inside bar. We'll see if we can have a continuation on NVIDIA. Calls at 806.46, puts at 785.05. Targets marked out for you. Pinterest, 3-1 setup. Targets are marked out, 36.03, 35.37 for the puts. We go back and look. The last time we had a 3-1 setup on Pinterest, we are going back. Never, there we go. 3-1 setup on Pinterest. Massive run to the upside, okay? That's what we're looking for. QQQ with the inside bar. Puts at 436.36, calls 438.60. Targets marked out. We look at Amazon, 2-up, finish red. So what that tells me is when we have the 2-up to finish red, it said, hey, the buyers were in control. The sellers brought it back. When we have that 2-up, meaning we only break the high of the previous candle, that's a 2-up, but it finished red, that tells me there's probability or a higher probability that we are going to trend down on the following candle, in this case, the following day. So we look for those puts at 174.26. First target marked out at 173.70. Guys, that's a list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Let me know down below. I appreciate it. Good luck trading on Tuesday, guys. I wish you nothing but the best. We will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.